Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast. This week's topic is you can't control what others do.
Welcome to the Light, Hope, and Healing podcast, where we discuss why you have stress, anxiety, pain, illness, and how to heal from it. I am your host, Tracy Gohrick. My background is a healing coach, energy healer, spiritual mentor, intuitive, and channel.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast. This week's topic is you can't control what others do. So, why would that be a problem for you, right? You get stressed out because what others do and how they treat you and how they act, and it really starts to bother you and it affects your health that way, right? And the good thing to learn and understand is you can't control what they do. And it is one thing that's hard to let go of when those things happen to you, right? So I think this happens to pretty much everybody when you are still in your trauma and you're needing to heal things. And when you start getting bothered and upset by what other people do, because you can't control it, right? You literally can't control it. There's nothing you can do about it, right? So that's when you need to learn and understand that you can't control it. And that's when you need to learn and understand that that's means those are things that you need to work through, and that's showing you what's triggering you and what you need to heal is when you are getting bothered by what other people do to you, right? So that would, be family, it could be friends, it can be just somebody in the store, how they act a certain way and you don't like it. Or it's something that offends you, right? Because you can't control what they're doing and how they're treating you and what they're saying. You can't control it, but you can control how you react to it, right? And get into more of an understanding about why you're bothered by that. Okay. So the best thing to do is to start is to know you first of all you can't control what they do. You can't stop somebody from saying something that offends you. You can't stop somebody from doing something that hurts your feelings. You can't control it, right? You can try to fix it. You can try to fix the relationship if it's somebody close to you, let them know that you were hurt. But in the end, you're both coming from triggers. Like if somebody is saying something mean to you, that's their past trauma coming out. If it's somebody just being mean to you, that's their past trauma coming out. And then yours is being affected by it. And the one thing to remember is, again, you can't control what others are doing to you. So the only thing you can do is control how you react to it. And that would be start by working on yourself and healing things within you that that's what you're being shown when you are bothered by things other people do, right? Now, sometimes when you sit back and once you start on your healing journey, you can see that you didn't need, well, I can't say you didn't need, because we're all coming from fight or flight. So we're reacting when we're feeling hurt, we feel like we need to do something, right? So the triggers are showing you again what you need to heal. Okay. So if you are reacting or you are being offended or you are being hurt, you want to look at what's going on with inside of you. Okay. An example would be the other day, I was at a restaurant with somebody and the waitress was a little off. I could tell she was having a bad day. She wasn't being mean or anything like that. But the person I was with was really offended by how she was acting because she just wasn't friendly or whatever. But I could tell because I can tell how other people are feeling and why they're feeling that way is she was having a bad day. But like I said, she wasn't really mean or anything. But the person I was with was taking it as that, and she wasn't doing a very good job. And, I didn't agree with that. The point of that is like and I'm by no means perfect, but me on my healing journey, I could see that. And just because somebody was off and maybe not as friendly as somebody might normally be, to look at that and understand they were having a bad day, right? And I left a decent tip. I always do more than 20%, no matter what, even if they're really mean. I still leave at least 20%, but most of the time it's more than 20%. And the person that was with me didn't leave. I mean, they left probably the minimum amount, which is fine, but they got bothered because of how much of a tip I was leaving because they didn't do that good of a job. And it's not like they didn't do a good job. It's again, they were just having a bad day. And me coming again, I'm not saying I'm so healed or whatever, but I can be more understanding. And I work really hard, and I've worked really hard to treat people very good, even if I can tell they're having a bad day. And the more you work on it and the way you act, you will get better out of them, even, right? As long as if you work really hard on how you are treating and reacting to what they're doing and just be as kind as you can be to them, you're not going to have an issue, right? My husband and I talk about this all the time. We rarely have an issue where the waiter or waitresses are are really rude or grumpy with us anymore. And it's because I work hard to help lift them up and be very kind. And that's all I do is just be kind to them. And it changes the way they react to me and it helps pull them out of their bad mood. Now, she didn't really pull, she was just, I could tell she was having a bad day. And so, you know, I go above and beyond just to try to help people that way. And if we could all do that, we could change the world, right? And the way we do that is to work on our triggers, our hurts, our traumas from the past. And that makes a big difference for how the world around us is. Because when we start working on that, then we're not reacting to people. Because again, we can't control how they are. We can't control how they are treating us or the things that they're saying to us that could hurt or offend us or just how they're acting with us. We can't control that. But we can control how we are reacting to them. And we can then control how things will de-escalate or escalate. Because if we come back really rude, that just escalates it. And then everybody's being mean to each other. And then it's not good for anybody. Both people are leaving upset. Now, we come from this fight or flight because I remember before I really started on my healing journey, I used to get offended and feel like I need to react that way because that's how I protect myself. Well, if you really look at it in the end, you're not protecting yourself when you're getting more upset and worked up about it, right? You're not because you're going to feel it within yourself. It's going to cause you stress and anxiety and then pain and illness down the road. Or even right then, it might cause you pain and illness. But definitely stress and anxiety, pay attention. When you get worked up and upset, you can feel it in your body. And the more you get yourself to a calm place, the less you are having the reactions. And the more you'll be able to see the difference to how you are and how you feel. You'll be able to notice it a lot more, right? So, again, we can't control how people are and what they do to us, but we can control ourselves. We can heal ourselves and we can heal our trauma. And that's what I challenge all of you to do is start paying attention to when somebody does hurt your feelings, kind of look at it. Why are they hurting my feelings? Is it something that happened to me in the past? It's triggering me that way? Or are they just being rude, right? But the other thing I challenge you to do is look at when somebody's acting that way, there's something going on with them, right? They're struggling with something. And maybe have more patience and kindness for somebody who's doing that. Because I can look at anybody who's upset and I can see it. They're having a hard time with something. Something's either bothering them that day or it's something that's been going on for a while that's really affecting them. And that's why they are acting the way they are. Just have more kindness and patience. It's going to help you and it's going to help them. But then also look at yourself and like learn to understand that people that act like that or people that are mean or rude or hurt you are also going through something or have gone through something. Now, on those lines though, if it's a friend or family or whatever and it's something that's very difficult and you're having trouble like healing yourself or they're not changing at all and it's not mattering, you need to look at yourself and take care of yourself first And if it's something you need to pull away from or not be around as much, then you do that. You have every right to do that and to take care of yourself and to heal yourself and allow them to do the same, but maybe not together, because it's difficult to handle that. So just remember, you can't control what other people are doing. You can only control you and how you handle the situations. So just work on yourself, work on being kind to these people. Don't let it get you worked up. And if it is, then start working on yourself and remind yourself that they're going through something too. You don't have to react. Our reacting the way we do and getting worked up and feeling like you have to respond the same way that they're acting towards you is something from the past. It's like our fight or flight, we thinking we need to do something about it. We don't, because now it's affecting our health, right? You can remove yourself from the situations, but reacting and getting worked up and giving them the same attitude to them as that they're giving to you is not going to be any benefit for you or for them. It's not going to solve anything. You're not going to make them understand, oh, yeah, I was really mean. I need to fix that. That's not what's going to happen. It's only going to affect your health and get you worked up. So just take a look at that. Remember, other people are going through stuff. Work on yourself, heal yourself, and you'll be able to handle these situations much better and be able to discern for yourself when you need to not be in those situations, right? And have understanding for other people that they're having a rough time too. I want to share with you the sponsor of this video. It is the X39 Lifewave patches. These are amazing. And I want you to know I don't share anything or recommend anything unless I use it for myself and I totally love it. Okay, I don't do any of that. These I love. My mother, my husband, and I have all been on them since August. And immediately what I noticed was much more energy in myself. I had much more energy to get things done and just felt a lot of energy during the day. And I didn't get tired in the afternoon like I would sometimes. And I also noticed in myself that I had a mole up here and it just disappeared, right? And I had a few more like later that happened too. And then I noticed that I had had a cut on my hand and it healed really quickly. Okay. And then so with my mother, she is almost 80 and she would get tired in the late afternoon and take naps usually around 2, 3, or 4, right? And once she got on these patches, she no longer needed the nap. She wasn't taking naps anymore. She was had more energy herself and was more well rested. And then finally with my husband, and these are just a few of the results, okay? Finally with my husband, he had a lot more energy. He's been retired and he kind of would got in a slump and he had a lot of energy once he got on these patches. A couple of days after getting on the patches, he pulled his shoulder out of his socket, which he's done before. He popped it back in anyway, and it bruised horribly. He couldn't lift his arm up. He hurt it pretty bad. It's something he does a lot. And the next day, he was able to lift it halfway up. And then the day after that, he was able to lift it all the way up again, which that's never happened when he's dislocated his shoulder. And there was tons of bruising all the way down his shoulder, and that cleared up, and it was much lighter like the second day, and it cleared up much quicker, and he just healed so much faster after being on these patches. So here's what they look like. And you just take it off and you put it on. Well, this is one place you put it, is the back of the neck, and I hope this is going to show up in the video right there. Back of the neck is where I put mine. And you can put it on your stomach, and there's many other places you can put it, but there is information in the description below on these patches. They are amazing, and I want to just give you what it says on the website about it, just so you have an idea of how it works and why it works. The technology of the X39 patches is phototherapy. It gently stimulates the skin with light, which stimulates the natural flow of energy in the body, which improves the health in the body. So like I said, we've had amazing results. I love them. My mom loves them. My husband loves them. I have quite a few other people on them, and they've all had amazing results. It's helped improve their health and helps them recover quicker. So if you have any questions or are interested in them, go ahead and reach out to me. All the information to contact me is below. There is also a Start X39 website. You can go check it out. Or if you just want to order it, there's a link to order it in the description below. But check them out. I am been so happy on these patches. So go do something you love. Every day do something you love, something that lifts you up, brings you joy. Go do at least one thing every day, whether it's sing, dance, run around the yard. Then look for the good in everything. Look for the good in everything and in everyone. And when you see something that stands out in someone, say it to them. And look and do something that of self-care, whether it's drink tea, Epsom salt bath, pray, meditate, do at least one of those every day. And then finally, write 10 things you're grateful for. Do these things, and I promise you, you're going to see a difference in your life. Now, in the description below, there's many ways to work with me. There's a free healing meditation. You just click the link and you sign up for it, and you'll receive a free healing meditation. There's also many ways to work with me in the links below. If there's anything you want me to talk about in a future video or podcast, let me know. My email is also in the description below. And like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. That's what I've got for today. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.